Hello, Green Bay Country Club. We are back down at the Indoor Performance Center on the chipping green, and today we're going to talk about distance control with your wedges and how important it is to control the distance with your wedge shot so you get it closer to the hole so you have a better chance of making the putt. There's no denying that the short game is where you score, and that's seen even on the PGA Tour. The best players every week on tour get their ball up and down over 75% of the time. So here's how we're going to do it. To get the ball closer to the hole from off the green, I have my 58-degree wedge, and I'm going to take 3 different length swings. We're going to have an ankle-to-ankle swing, a knee-to-knee swing, and a hip-to-hip swing. All 3 of the swings should produce the different distances that we're trying to hit. So an ankle-to-ankle swing should be my short shot. My knee-to-knee swing should be a little bit longer. And then by the time I get to my hip-to-hip swing, it'll be my longest shot. A good way to think of this is if the pin is just onto the green, you're going ankle to ankle. If the pin is in the middle of the green, you're going knee to knee. And if the pin's in the back of the green, you're probably going more hip to hip. Let's give it a shot. All right, the first shot I'm going to hit is an ankle to ankle high swing. When I'm talking about ankle high, I'm talking about the club head. When I swing the club back, I want the club head to go back only as high as my ankles on the backswing and my ankles on the follow through. When I do that, I keep the swing very consistent. The other thing I'm going to do to change the height of my shot is I'll move the ball position in between my feet. For a lower shot, I'll play it back towards my back foot, my right foot. For a little bit of a higher trajectory, I'll move the ball a little bit towards the middle of my stance. Those are 2 ways that I can effectively control the distance of my shot and control the height on the shot. Let's give it a try. So the first one I'm going to hit, I'm going to put the ball towards my back foot, my right foot. I'm going to take it back ankle to ankle. The second one, I'm going to play it a little bit more towards the middle of my stance and try to keep the swing length the same, ankle to ankle. And I produced a little higher trajectory on the second one, which almost got it in the hole. The next shot I'm going to hit is going to be my knee-to-knee shot. This should be good for a pin placement that's a little bit more towards the middle of the green when you're just off the green. So the club head goes back as high as my knees on the way back, goes through as high as my knees on the way through, and I just change the ball position off my right foot or the middle to control the height. So the first one, ball back in my stance towards my back foot. I'm going to go back knee-high back, knee-high through. Ball goes a little bit further. Now I'm going to move the ball a little bit more towards the middle of my stance. Knee-high back, knee-high through. Had a little bit more height on the shot, and it actually went a little bit further. The last shot I'm going to hit is one where the club head goes back as high as my hips. Hip high back and hip high through to make my shot go a little bit further. I play the ball off my back foot again. I'm going to take it back as high as my hips here. Going to hit the shot and go hip high on the way through. And this ball should go a little bit further. A little lower trajectory. And then on my next shot, I'm going to widen my stance, play the ball more towards the middle of my stance, and keep that same hip-high swing. The ball goes a little bit higher, had a little bit more spin on it, and I got it to go where I wanted it to go, right next to the hole. I hope you find this to be helpful in your short game, and I look forward to seeing you down here working on the game at the Indoor Performance Center.